What's poppin', y'all? It's Taj, and welcome back to the channel. First and foremost, I'd like to give my gratitude to anybody and everybody who shows support on the bedroom freestyles. Those are really fun to make. It took a lot of time, and though I don't think I promoted it as well as I probably should have, when I did promote it, the love that I got, it was something that, I am incredibly grateful for. So like I said, thank you so much. And if you haven't seen them, I'll put them in the description. Click on those. Watch them, they're all out. Let me know how you feel about them. But this video is going to be the first of 3 videos I'm going to end up dropping, all surrounding my project, #ForTheChoir. This one is just going to be a little bit of background behind the idea about it. And then the other 2 will be, lyric and song breakdowns and what the songs mean to me. And yeah, like a little Genius interview kind of thing. Will it look like that? Couldn't tell you. But that'll be the idea. So if you guys know me, you know that I'm a really big Isaiah Rashad fan. So much so that I got his album, The Sun's Tirade, tatted on my arm. The album means a lot to me. It got me through summer of 2023. I was going through quite a bit, and just that album, I kept coming back to it, and it helped me stay afloat, truly. So my favorite album by my favorite artist. And the song on there, Rope/Road Gold, in the latter half, he says, this one's for the vibers. I got the music for the vibers. I don't usually talk about it. It's like you're debating with a Bible. I'd rather preach it to the choir. I brought the music for the vibers, though. And if I know anything else about me, I dropped an album called For the Vibers sometime earlier this year. And the idea behind that album, it wasn't even tied into the lyrics in the song, which it'll come full circle. It wasn't even tied to the lyrics. I made For the Vibers, just literally for the vibers. Just anybody who wanted to listen to some really good music, put it out. I promoted it, and anybody that rocked with it, they rocked with it. You did and you didn't. There was no pressure behind that album to be anything other than some good music, because I feel like sometimes I'm cursed with being a conceptual artist, that everything has to mean something. So that album didn't mean anything. I mean, y'all know what I'm saying. Yeah. It wasn't a concept, but just good music. But, classic Taj, I had to make it conceptual. So back to those lines about the music for the vibers. I'd rather preach to the choir. I was like, hey, I can make something. But For the Choir didn't come about until maybe like a month or so before I actually dropped it. I decided to make that, because the song So I Might Speak, I had it done around the time that I was finishing up For the Vibers. And initially I was just gonna drop it as a single or whatever, maybe put it on a project. I had no ideas for it, but I had it done. And then later on, I ended up making 155, which is my favorite song so far. But 155 I ended up writing, and then I listened to both songs like back to back, and I was like, wait a minute, I can do something. And then initially when I made For the Choir, I was gonna have it be less than For the Vibers, but more than 2 songs, because the saying goes, preach to the choir, and that means you're preaching to people who already understand this concept, so there's no need to say much else. And then just something told me, just keep it at the 2. You don't have to say much to people who already understand you. And so that's the difference between For the Vibers and For the Choir. For the Vibers, for anybody and everybody that wanted to listen and tap in. I promoted, you tapped in, that's cool, they rock with it, call it a day. And For the Choir is for the people who want to listen and understand my story and want to connect and resonate and things of that nature. Because I don't put myself out there a lot on social media. Like, I don't talk about myself. I let the music do a lot of the talking, as far as story wise, because I've got no reason to do that online when I already have a medium in which I make that work. So that's what For the Choir is for, and that's what For the Choir is about. It was inspired by those few lines in Rope/Rose Gold. And yeah, I just thought it was interesting that I made that connection, so I figured I'd tell y'all about it. And then also tell y'all about the songs, because again, I feel like there's so much to me. And the more I learn, the more I want to tell. It's just, I'm not the best with words face to face. But yeah, that's For the Choir and the idea behind that. The next 2 videos will be lyric and song breakdowns of 155 and So I Might Speak. I will absolutely be wearing this outfit because I'm going to be recording it right now. But thank y'all so much for watching. If you're tuning in morning, noon, evening, or night, I hope you're having an amazing one. And if nobody's told you yet, I love you. Peace out. Don't tell them niggas I'm fine. I'm older than that, way colder than that. Try and go back to 155. Try and go back to fun. Throw back to when I was young and had some life. I know that's because I hold back so many tears for so many nights. Don't know what it was that kept me from
myself and out of that light. Now I don't hold back for none. I'm finna show my shine and that's how